Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother.
Vicky. Cocktober. What's up, everybody? Back here again with another Cocktober review. This is Knockaround, Guys, from 2001. This was recommended by, I know I'm probably going to butcher this username, but bear with me. lxxlboneslxxl. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I'm looking forward to watching a few of these movies. I recommended a couple of Vin Diesel movies. I'm a closet fan of Vin Diesel, I guess you'd say. I was a huge fan of Pitch Black, and I haven't had a chance to see the new Riddick movie, but yeah, I dig the Diesel. Yeah, this film came out in 2001. It is written and directed by Brian Koppelman and David Levine, and I think this is the first thing these two guys worked on. They're writing partners, co-directors, and I think they really got famous for the Rounders script. And then soon after that came out, I guess they were given an opportunity to direct a movie, and it was Knockaround, Guys. With Vin Diesel was huge on the scene at this time. I don't know if this was probably right after Fast and the Furious came out, so he was pretty high dollar star. But yeah, got lots of cool folks in this movie. Barry Pepper, Seth Green, John Malkovich, Tom Noonan is in here, Dennis Hopper, and the list goes on and on. Lots of mafia guys that you'll recognize from other movies. But yeah, Tom Noonan's awesome. He plays the sheriff. Barry Pepper is the main guy in the movie. I'm a huge fan of Barry Pepper. I really think Barry Pepper should be the main star more than he is. He's done Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile. He was in True Grit. He was in a baseball movie. I think he may have played Roger Maris. He was also in We Are Soldiers. Just a big fan of that guy. I think he does a great job. And he's the main guy. And this film is basically about second generation mafia. So this is like the mafia's kids. So these kids are like privileged, and they grew up with money. They didn't really have to struggle like their fathers did. So film opens up with Maddie. Maddie's a young kid who is brought to this warehouse by a friend of his father's, and apparently this is the man responsible for his father going to prison. And this is John Malkovich's character, Teddy. Teddy tells Maddie, you got to kill this guy. He's the one responsible for your father, and he's not able to do it. He's not able to pull the trigger. So he's kind of written off at that point as far as the mafia is concerned, even though the kid was like 11, 12 years old. And you really can't expect a kid to do something like that at that age. But apparently he didn't prove himself, so from that point on he was pretty much not involved in the mafia part of things with his father. And his father is Dennis Hopper, and Dennis Hopper is awesome in everything he does. Rest in peace. I really miss that guy. I love a lot of his movies. Anyway, it comes about, Maddie's not able to get a job. He wants to get a legit job, tries to be a sports agent, I think, not able to do it. So he goes to his father. I want to be a wise guy over here. And his father gives him a job. It's basically to deliver 500 grand from one place to another. And he says, all right, let me do this job, Dad. I can do it. He gets a couple of his buddies together, which is Vin Diesel, Seth Green, and Andy Davola, I believe his name is. I believe that's right. But these guys get together. Seth Green is a pilot. He's kind of known for being a drug abuser, been in and out of rehab, and he's wanting to straighten things around and let everybody know he hasn't done drugs in forever. But he's known as the guy that puts a lot of stuff up his nose over here. Oh, and he wants to prove himself. He's a pilot, so he's going to fly this money out and deliver it, and he has to stop and get gas. When he does this, there's the sheriff is in there talking to the lady in the tiny airport out in the bumfucked Egypt somewhere in the middle of the U.S. And that's Tom Noonan, the sheriff, who does a great job as well. But he's the sheriff's in there, and Seth Green's character gets kind of scared, drops the cash down with some other bags that are getting loaded onto another plane. And from that point on, they're just trying to locate this money, figure out exactly what's going on. And you know, you can imagine uh, what might take place at that point. But yeah, this is a really good movie, man. I've seen this before, but I don't really remember liking it as much. I think I may have just seen it on HBO back in the day or some point. But yeah, really solid. You know, mafia flick with some, you know, little updated for the newer generation of kids. But yeah, really great, man. You got the Malkovich, you got Dennis Hopper. Vin Diesel plays a guy. He's like the muscle, and there's I don't know if it's ever actually mentioned that he's Jewish or what, but he's got like a massive Star of David tattoo on his bicep, and he's pretty badass. I gotta say I dig his character a lot, and yeah, just pretty cool movie, man. Really great watch. Really great writing. It's 92 minutes, so not too bad of a runtime on that. So yeah, it's a solid movie through and through, man. I'd really recommend it to you guys who haven't seen it. Imagine a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this flick just because it's kind of been lost. But man, the DVD I got from Netflix was so old. It was like about to break in half. It was so damn old. Scratched from top to bottom, but thankfully it played pretty well. It was one of those ones that you flip over and you get the full screen on the other side. Thank God they started doing that instead of, you know, two different fucking releases, one for full screen, one for widescreen. If you're, you know, have such a problem watching a widescreen, you buy another release that is you know, different aspect ratio. Anyway, yeah, really solid flick. I really enjoyed it, and thanks a lot for the recommendation. See you guys next time. Peace.